Hey team, how are we doing? Coach Bits with you. Thanks so much for joining me. Today's workout is a butts and guts workout. So focusing on our peaches at the back and focusing on our core and abdominals, okay? Before we do that team, of course, we do need to warm up. So find yourself some space and let's get stuck in. Feet nice and wide, arms out straight. We're gonna head on into our star reach. We're gonna hinge forward at the hips, opposite hand to opposite foot, returning to that start position before alternating sides. We're going to do 4 of those each side. Let's go. There shouldn't be much of a bend in those knees. We've got 1 more rep each side. From here, we're going to take it on down to the ground. We're going to head into that fire hydrant. So we're going to be in the tabletop position, hands stacked below shoulders, knees stacked below hips. From here, extending the leg out, opening up through the hip. We're going to do 4 repetitions in a forward direction on each side and 4 in the opposite direction. Let's go. So opening up through those hips. From here, we are going to change direction. So 4 reps in that opposite direction. Right, we're going to jump up, go head into some nice big shoulder rolls. So even though we're working on butts and guts today, we do need to make sure that we warm up through the entire body, just to make sure we're prepped and ready to go. We're going to pop on down into that push-up position, hands stacked below the shoulders. From here, we're going to pike up, opposite hand to opposite foot, return to that push-up position. We're going to tap each ankle 4 times. Let's go. And 1 more rep each side. Righto. Coming up, we're going to head into a lunge, reaching overhead. Now when we do lunge forward 10, want to make sure legs roughly at that 90-degree angle. We're going to do 4 lunges each leg. Let's go. And last rep each leg. And finishing off with some star jumps. Jumping feet out, nice and soft through the knees. Your option, you can step out to the side here. Let's go. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Great job team, that's warmer, done and dusted. Righto, grab yourself some water, don't drink too much. Which is way I'm going to explain today's guts and butts workout. Righto guys, your butts and guts workout looks like this. It's 20 minutes long. We got 2 blocks in there. Block 1 is going to be your booty burner block. 10 minutes long, 10 exercises, 40 seconds on, 20 seconds off. I'll demonstrate your upcoming exercise in that 20-second rest period. This is really going to target those peaches back here. Then we're going to roll on into block 2. That's going to be your gut buster block, really focusing on our abdominal and our core area. Same structure as the booty burner, 10 exercises, 40 seconds on, 20 seconds off. It's going to be epic team. You're going to feel the burn, feel like you've worked after this one. Righto. So watch this way. I'm going to demonstrate your first exercise in your booty burner block, and then we're going to get stuck straight in. Let's do it. Righto guys, the first exercise in your booty burner block, we're going to do a squat to alternate leg lift. Feet about shoulder width apart, pushing hips back, driving up through the heels, then raising one leg to the side, alternating sides as we go. 40 on, 20 off. Let's get ready. So you want to make sure that we control that leg lift to the side. It shouldn't just be like just throwing a leg out. So just that movement. Should be feeling that in the glutes as we raise that leg to the side. Quick rest here. Your next exercise is going to be the donkey kick pulse on your right. Tabletop position, hands below shoulders, knees below hips, lifting the leg up, small pulse, and then returning back to the start. So just that little pulse before we return to that starting position. Just focusing on the right to start with. How we going, team? I can already start to feel that fire up through my glutes. So little pulse. Next exercise, same as that one, just going to change sides, okay? So this time, doing our donkey kick pulse on the left leg. That little pulse. Right, so I'm going to head into the curtsy lunge to knee raise, starting on the right. We're going to take a step behind. Knee should be in line with that front heel, and then as we step forward into that knee raise. Just focusing on the right leg in this first round. So taking that step behind, knee, rear knee should be in line with that left heel. Should be really feeling this in your left glute. Nice work, shake that out. Same exercise, this time stepping back with your left leg. Should be really focusing and feeling this through your right glute this time. That knee is in line with that front heel. Steady yourself if you lose that balance. Supine heel taps next. This is a tough one. Laying down, we're going to lift our legs up and we're going to touch our heels. So bringing those legs out and in like so. Really going to feel that glute lower. So supine heel taps. Woo! So keep those legs off the ground. Keep breathing. Righto, this time we're going to head into our kneeling rainbow. Starting on the right, so tabletop position here. So we're going to extend the leg, arc like a rainbow to the other side of our left, and then all the way out to the side. So it's a kneeling rainbow because we're creating that arc just like a rainbow. Woo! So all the way out to the side here. Nice work, same exercise. We're going to change legs. Extend that leg. Other side of that planted leg. A nice rainbow arc and out to the side. Try not to let your body twist around. You want to keep that knee stacked below the hip. Last exercise each side, we're going to do our clamshells. So, knees forward, feet in line with the hips stacked. Okay, from here, just little movements, keep those feet together, working through your glutes. So, here for this one, keep your hand on your hip. You want to avoid rolling back like that. Hips should stay stacked on top of each other. It's just a little movement, keeping those feet together. So feet should be in line with the hips. Last minute of work here, team. We're going to do the clamshell on the other side. Setup is the same. Knees slightly forward, hips stacked, feet in line with the hips, hand on the hip. And you might find this a little bit more challenging on one side than the other. That's okay. Just really concentrate on that small movement, keeping feet together, making sure we don't roll back with the hips. There it is, team. That is your booty burner block done. I can certainly feel that in my glutes. Hope you can too. Have a quick sip. You got a 1 minute rest, and then we're gonna head into our gut buster block. Don't go anywhere. Right team, our gut buster block, same structure as the first block, 10 minutes, 10 exercises. Your first exercise is the crunch, legs at 90 degrees, arms on the thighs, just little crunches up like so. Let's get ready. So just little crunches up team. So shoulder blades coming off the ground. We're not doing the full sit up here. Really working hard to activate and engage through your abdominal muscles here. A little pause at the top. Next exercise, single leg alternate V-ups. So arms behind your head, coming up, touching one leg, and then alternating legs as we go. This time lifting the torso up off the ground as we go. So coming all the way back down, touching that ground behind your head, with your hands in between each repetition. Woo! I can feel the burn here, team. So it's not about rushing these reps. We want good, controlled reps here. You can rush it, but you're missing the point if you do. Team, atomic mountain climbers next. So we're going to hop up into the push-up position. This time slow and controlled, opposite knee to opposite elbow. Okay, don't let your feet touch the ground in that forward position. 40 seconds. So feet should only be touching the ground when both legs are extended. Keep those backsides down. Woo. Hands should be stacked below shoulders. I'm feeling it, team. I'm going to roll up to our back, toe touches, legs as straight as you can, arms straight, crunching up towards the ankles, coming back down. 40 seconds on. So have that little split-second pause at the top. It's not just about doing it quickly, team. So I know abs should be burning by now, team. If you're not, you must have abs of steel, because mine certainly are burning. Woo. Heel taps next. So we want our feet nice and close, lifting shoulder blades off, pressing small the back into the ground, working through our obliques, touching our heels, okay? Don't have your feet wide, that's cheating. So remember, really important to have those shoulder blades off the ground, pressing your lower back into the ground. If I was in your lounge room with you, I shouldn't be able to push my hand under the small of your back and the ground. Woo. Oh, struggle is real. crunch is next. Arms behind the head, extended position. We're coming up, hands reaching for heels, shoulder blades off the ground, and extending back out, okay? So reaching for those heels. Oh. So the double crunch, we're crunching both the top half and the bottom half of our body. Those shoulder blades coming off the ground. Whoa. Right team, bear crawl, tabletop position, hands below shoulders, knees below hips, coming up onto our toes. Opposite hand, opposite foot moves forward and back like so. Don't overcomplicate it, team. Toes. Right hand, left foot, left hand, right foot. Okay? Keep those knees hovering just above the ground. We shouldn't be extended out in that push-up position. Draw that belly button to the spine. Stay nice and strong here. Righto team, next exercise, we're going to be the push-up position, opposite hand to opposite foot, returning back to that push-up position. So make sure when we return back, shoulders over the hands, hiking up, bum in the air, almost like that downward dog position as we reach to touch that opposite foot. Kickouts next, hands just behind, leaning back, knees into chest, extending the legs out in front. Beginners, you can just bend, knees touch. Now if you can, try to keep legs off the ground for this whole 40 seconds. I have regret already saying that because it means I've got to do it too. That little bit of an extra challenge. Slow and controlled, don't rush through it, team. Team, one last exercise. We've got our Russian twist. Leaning back, legs bent, eyes on the hands, gently rotating from side to side. Eyes always follow the hands. So once again, shouldn't be rushed. Slow and controlled. Leaning slightly back. Hands in front, eyes always follow the hands, team. gut buster block done. Awesome job. The working part of our session is done, team. We do still need to stretch, so grab some water, find some space, watch this way. We'll finish off by bringing ourselves all the way back down. Right, guys, we'll finish off with our gut buster. So we're going to start by stretching through our core, okay? So coming down onto the ground for your cobra stretch, hands in line with the chest, pressing up and pressing those hips into the ground. If that's a bit too much hyperextension for your back, you can move your hands forward or you can come down onto your elbows. So keep that breathing going. And then from here, just pushing those hips back into that child's pose stretch. Keep those arms nice and straight. Taking those big deep breaths in through your nose, out through your mouth. And releasing that, we're going to come over onto our back. So we're going to bring we're going to bend our right leg and pull it over towards the left side of our body. We're going to extend our right arm and look over our right shoulder. This is going to give us a bit of a stretch through our lower back and through our glutes as well. So it's always really important we don't skip this part of the workout, team. I know I talk about it a lot, but it is crucial and it is important. So you should always make sure you factor in some time into your workout schedule to make sure you stretch. Releasing that and changing sides. And gently releasing that, just staying on our right side here, elbow below your shoulder, grabbing the laces, knees together, pushing forward at the hips. Going to do a quad stretch here. So hopefully you guys are enjoying these workouts online. If you are enjoying them, you take any videos or photos, make sure you hashtag the AF Health Hub. You can hashtag Coach Bits if it's one of my classes. I love to go check out the hashtags. It's always nice to see the wonderful faces of the people jumping in and doing these workouts. Releasing that, rolling over, changing sides. So, you know, a lot of people say they don't have time to train, but it's not about having time, team, it's about making time. Okay, you're not going to cancel an important meeting with your boss, so it's about scheduling your training as an important meeting with yourself. And if you're not going to cancel on your boss, why should you cancel on yourself? Sometimes it might mean getting up a little bit earlier or staying up a little bit later at night. Yes, sleep is important, but so is your physical health and well-being. And there's a lot of benefits out of training, and you're going to feel so much better for having done it. Cool, releasing that, we're going to do a little bit more work on our glutes. So we're going to lean back, place our right foot on our left knee and press down. So you want to press this knee down here. So this glutes got a bit of work in that first block, that booty burner. Now depending on how much work you do on your glutes, that may have either been really challenging or quite sort of reasonable for you guys to get through. It really just depends. Releasing that, changing sides. Pressing down. You might find you're tighter on one side than the other. I'm certainly a lot tighter and jammed up in my left glute than my right one. And just releasing that. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that. Once again, team, make sure you chuck in some hashtags. If you do take any post-workout selfies, it's always great for us to check out who's doing our workouts. Have an awesome day. Be good. And if you can't be good at it. We'll see you again soon.